Hello YouTube, salutations. My name is Navjeet Joshan and my video game pitch is going to be off of the book called Circuit du Freak, and the name of my game is going to be called Blood. As for the console this will be played on, it'd be either played on the Xbox or a PS4 or a later generation, and the intended audience or demographic would be teenagers in this instance. The story behind the Circuit du Freak is about Darn Shannon, who is just a teenager until the day he encounters a vampire named Mr. Crepsley. And Mr. Crepsley turns him into a vampire in order to save his friend Steve, which is a really bad little kid who steals this spider. And in order to save his life, Darren, wants to save his friend and becomes a vampire in his place. As for the gameplay and the environment which Blood will be played in, it will be played in a range from cities, out in the wild, to mountains, as just in the book as it mentions. And as for the actual gameplay for the characters, they will be playing in not a sandbox, but as in a map as relationship to Uncharted 3 or Tomb Raider, where players are kind of freely able to interact with surrounding environments, but they will, at the end of the day, they will be forced to go to an objective to complete that level. I've added this gameplay from Uncharted to really show how it's not an open world game, but players are still free to wander however they wish throughout the game. As for the pain points that I would like to state in the development of my game, I would like to introduce a interactive storytelling campaign where the players are free to create whatever destiny they want for their character, because the book is all about the character confused of what he wants to create for himself, and at the end of the day, whatever he chooses affects the outcomes of future events. And I will do this by incorporating a branch diagram of different ways players can interact and change the storyline, also limiting them to a fallback line where even though they choose these different paths, it will still lead to a similar or intended result.